Hello everyone, welcome to another very exciting Star Wars The Old Republic video, and I'm going to start this video off just like I've been starting off the other ones, which is two quick disclaimers. The first disclaimer being, this is old data mine information and it is subject to change, and the second thing is I want to give credit where credit is due, and so I'm going to leave the link in the description to the website where all of this is outlined, so you can go and check it out for yourself and give some credit to the people who have actually done the hardcore data mining. And the second quick thing is, this is going to be pretty spoiler heavy because I'm going to be going through the chapters that we're getting in Knights of the Eternal Throne. Now, this isn't just hardcore straight up spoilers about the story, because it's just going through the summary of the missions. So basically, it is going to give us a lot of information about what those missions are. It is going to give us quite a bit of information about the story, but it's not going to spoil absolutely everything. But obviously, if you don't want spoilers about the story, please click off this video because this is going to be pretty spoiler heavy. But yeah, as I mentioned, all we're doing is we're just going to be going through the chapters. We're going to be looking at the chapter summaries and the missions. And for those of you who are excited about Knights of the Eternal Throne and maybe want to know some more information about what they're getting into, we're going to be looking at that now. But once again, if you don't want spoilers, please click off the video because we are going to get into it right now. So, as you guys can see here, I'm on the data mining website, the Old Republic community. Once again, if you want to check it out for yourself, I encourage you to do so. The link will be in the description. But we are going to be looking specifically at just these, the chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have up to 6 chapters worth of information. And as you guys can see, it does give you information about basically your objectives in the mission. And then as you go on, it gives you a little bit of a summary of what has happened. So chapter 1 is called Wrath and Ruin. I've been looking through this, and as you guys can see, we are on Voss, and we do have some missions like find Senia or Arkin, then speak to Senia, and so obviously this first mission is going to deal with us going to Voss, which is where Senia and Arkin have gone and hidden out. That's what it seems like, because keep in mind, for those of you who haven't played it yet, Knights of the Fallen Empire chapter 16 ends with Senia taking Arkin and flying off in a ship, and regardless of whether you chose to leave him alive or kill them, they do end up escaping. And obviously that decision in terms of whether you wanted to leave them alive or not is going to affect their relationship with you in the future. But at the end of the day, you do go on the hunt for them. It seems as though they're in Voss, and it does seem as though you find them, because if you guys can see mission number 18 over here, it says, whoops, okay, can't move the cursor, but if you see mission number 18, it says find Senia or Arkin, and then it says speak to Senia, and then later it says catch Arkin, and then speak to Arkin. So it does seem like we're going to be able to interact with both of those characters right off the bat in chapter 1. Okay, for chapter 2, Ruin for the Shadows. It says, you made progress on Voss. You were helped by the Sith Empire there and invited to Droman Cass to seek alliance with Empress Asina. Now, for those of you who have been keeping up to date with my videos, I have mentioned that a new companion we're going to be getting is Empress Asina. So obviously, this is basically how her story is going to become incorporated with our story, and this is how we're going to start having access to the whole Empire and Republic under Zakuulan rule. Because up to date, we haven't really seen that end of the story. We've seen the Zakuul Empire, we fought Arkin and Valen and all that stuff. However, we haven't really seen what's been going on with the Empire and the Republic after Zakuul invaded. So it's awesome to see that we're going to have access to that now. And it's awesome to see that that we're going to be seeing that side of the story and seeing how that's affected the Empire and the Republic, which were the two major warring factions before Zakuul's arrival. And it's also going to be interesting when it comes to the Jedi Knight, because obviously for the Sith Warrior, the Bounty Hunter, and the Imperial Agent, it's not a big deal to go to Droman Cass, but it will be for a Jedi Knight, and to go in contact with Empress Asina, who's a Dark Council member, and maybe all these other Sith that have survived. That's going to be very interesting interactions. So just going through some of the missions that we have here, we're going to be going and talking to Empress Asina, exploring some tombs, and then intercept Shoresh on Odessen. I'm just going through the really major stuff. If you do want to take a closer look yourselves, the website's there. I totally recommend you do so, but in the interest of keeping this video relatively short, I'm just going to be going through the major highlights. And so the major highlight here is we get to talk to Empress Asina, see that side of the story, and then we also get to intercept Suresh on Odessen, meaning we're going to be able to interact with Governor Suresh as well, who is obviously the representative for the Republic. Chapter 3 is called Dark Reunions. So it says, well, it doesn't give you a summary, unfortunately. However, confront Valen. So it seems like we get to confront her. speak to Koth. So I'm not sure how that's going to work with those players whom Koth is still with, or remember Koth stole the gravestone and left you. So perhaps we get to interact with him either way. Obviously, those are going to be two very different interactions, and then it's just more speaking to Valen, confronting Valen. So it seems like we're going to have that confrontation in Chapter 3. Chapter 4, Where Dreams Die. So, mysterious forces hijack the gravestone, stranding the passengers on an artificial planet dominated by sinister droids. Scorpio discovers her true origins, and Valen's unexpected family reunion ends in violence. Wow, so it seems as though Valen had an unexpected family reunion. Now, we do know that we're going to be, well, obviously Valkorion is still there, Arkin is still alive, and there are some indications that Thexan may not still be alive, but he is going to be showing up in Knights of the Eternal Throne. There are some hints and clues at that. And so to maybe see that there's going to be some sort of family reunion, that's very interesting. Going through some of the highlights here, I've got to still read through it. I've only gone through it once. You know, a lot of interaction with your companions. Theron Shan, Lana Beniko, Vet, Torian is there as well. So nothing too interesting there. I'm just looking through it. I don't really see anything that sticks out to me. So let's just go on to the next chapter. Chapter 5, Ascension. So, stranded. You and your crew have been lured to the mysterious planet of Lokath, source of the technology behind Scorpio and the Eternal Fleet. Your crew have assembled in a strange temple-like structure called the Tributary, only to be besieged by the armies of droids that control the planet. Together with the intrepid tomb-raiding thief Vet, you've explored the catacombs beneath the Tributary and discovered the Necropolis, an ancient tomb containing Lokath's original inhabitants. The center of the necropolis contains another technolith, and inside its holographic database, answers as to what is really happening and who is behind this deadly series of tests. So once again, we're not getting the full story of what's been going on here, and that's what I meant by these aren't hardcore spoilers. Like, what does he mean by deadly series of tests? It seems as though now, as you're going on, you're being tested, and there's perhaps something bigger at play. So we're going to be getting some answers to that. Yeah, Lokath. I don't really know what that planet is. I've heard of it before. It's vaguely familiar. I'm going to have to do some research on that. Unfortunately, I don't know what that is. And if you know, just leave it in the comment section. Let some people know. I'll be doing some research, and I'd also love to hear, some of the lore that you guys know. And just put in the comment section would really clarify some things up. But I'm not, as of the moment right now, I'm not too sure what that is, or what planet or what kind of lore it's associated with. But yeah, it seems as though one of the major bosses here is Ares, Aries, which is probably going to be one of these big robots that you have to fight. Alright, Chapter 6, The Dragon's Maw. Alright, no summary unfortunately, but going through some of the stuff here, rendezvous with Indo Zal, not sure who that is. Defeat the Pit Beast, find Valen, speak to Arkin, defeat Arkin, escape the penthouse. So yeah, it seems as though once again we're confronting Valen and Arkin. So on one hand there's speak to Arkin, on the other hand there's also defeat Arkin. So maybe that's where your choice of whether to leave Arkin alive or to try to kill him will come into play, whether Arkin will maybe be cooperative with you and work with you to help your alliance, or on the other hand you'd have to try to fight him because he might try to sabotage you. So hopefully our choices matter, but those are chapters 1 through 6. Hopefully we're going to be getting more than that. When Knights of the Fallen Empire was released, we did have access to up to chapter 9, and so I'm not sure if that's the full story there, but that is what's been data mined as of now. Very interesting, and that's just kind of hopefully will help ramp up some of the speculation, and yeah, there's really not too much information about the story here, but it does give you a good idea of what's going to be happening. So I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be putting up lots more content on this data mine stuff because there is tons of things to talk about. But I do hope you guys enjoyed the video. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section. I'm really interested to see, for those of you who didn't mind learning about the spoilers. I definitely don't. I'm still going to enjoy the story a ton, and as I mentioned, we don't have the full story here, so there's still probably going to be a lot of twists and turns, and a lot of things to catch you by surprise. But yeah, do let me know in the comment section. I'd be happy to read and reply. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one.